Hey everybody, Brian from Minnesota Creek Honey. I get a lot of questions and concerns, and people do have some issues about lighting a smoker and keeping it lit. So I thought I'd do a little video on this beautiful rainy day to show people on how the different ways you can light a smoker and then how I light smokers. So you need a few basic tools. We need a smoker. We also need some kind of fuel that is dry. So all I have here is a box of wood chips. There's some straw in there. There's a few sticks. Anything that is dry will burn. You want to make sure whatever you're going to burn in your smoker is non-toxic. But anything that's non-toxic, you can get your smoker going in. The first way I would light a smoker is with a little bit of brown cardboard. You want the stuff that doesn't have any printing on it. And what I do is I rip off a piece like this to get it a little frayed. And then I roll it up into a coil. I open up my smoker. I grab my lighter. You can try matches. I find matches blow out too easy. A smoker is a lot easier to light with a lighter. So I have my lighter. I'm gonna light the end where it's frayed of the cardboard and hold it upwards so that the flames can go up the cardboard. And once the flames the cardboard is ignited good enough, I will take that cardboard, drop it in my smoker, and then as I'm dropping it in, I puff the smoker to keep the cardboard going. It's shooting a little bit of air in there. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit of my dry smoker fuel that I'm using. In this case, it's just mulch. It's little wood chips and sticks and twigs. There's a little bit of straw in there. And you just wanna keep pumping and slowly dropping a little bit of fuel in at a time. The mistake a lot of beekeepers do is they'll try to put too much stuff in there at once, and it'll smother the fire. You need to build a small fire and get that small fire going quite well. And if you just keep pumping this, that bit of cardboard in there is going to keep burning long enough to get the fuel inside ignited. Once it's ignited, and this is going pretty good inside, then you can grab a little bit more of the fuel, sprinkle it in to not put out the fire that you've already started, and just continue this way. Once the fire is going really well, and we have flames actually coming out of the top of this, you can then grab handfuls of things and drop it in there. And like I said, anything that burns can be put in there. So now we have our smoker lit. And if I had stuff like pine needles, dry pine needles, pine cones, sumac flowers, a lot of dry straw, at this point, once the coals are built really good in the bottom, I would take that grassy material like straw or pine needles and jam it in the top now. And at this point, you can stuff this smoker completely full, put the lid on, and you have a smoker that is lit. Simply with a tiny piece of cardboard and some little bits of dry wood. So that's the first way you can light a smoker. We'll dump that out so we can show you another way. So if you are a little bit impaired as far as starting a fire, we do sell non-toxic fire starter bricks, and we do sell non-toxic wooden pellets. To start a fire this way is similar to the other way. You take a couple of these, 4 or 5 of them, put them in the bottom of your smoker, get a couple of them, and get your lighter. Oops. Get your lighter, light your lighter, and hold these up the same way. You just want to get these lit. And they light fairly well. You have to watch your fingers, and you can see them, they're lit now. You can drop them in and do the same thing. Just keep pumping it till they get burnt a little bit Once the fire starts up in them, then you can open up the bag of wooden pellets and pour a few of them in there, and they'll keep going. Or you can use them to light the wood chips because those non-toxic fire pellets start burning really fast and really hot. You can sprinkle the wood chips in there and do the same process. Start off with a few, get them burning. Once they're burning, throw a few more in until you get a nice base of coals. Once you get the nice base of coals, then you can add a lot of stuff to the top, and you can just add simple wood pellets to the top of it, or you can add wood chips to the top, or straw, or sumac, or pine needles, anything like that. How I light my smoker is neither of those ways. I'm not that patient. I grab a handful of wood chips, throw it in the bottom. I get my torch, and if you have a torch, it works really well. I turn my smoker on the side, hold my torch in here, and I'm doing the same process. I'm just trying to get enough of that wood in the bottom of the smoker ignited and glowing red, and I'll puff the smoker at the same time to get it going really well. And you can see the coals in there are starting to build up already. And those coals is what you want. You want to have those coals in the bottom of your smoker. And if you have a good base of coals, then you can keep anything burnt or burning. I'll keep pumping that. The smoke's coming out. And then I'll slowly add a bit of stuff to the top as I'm puffing the smoker. And I do this, and you want to do this really well at the beginning. If you spend 5 minutes at the beginning of your day lighting your smoker and lighting it properly, you can have your smoker lit for 8 to 10 hours. We'll light our smokers first thing in the morning, even on a rainy day. And just by simply adding stuff to the top, we can keep our smoker burning for 8 to 10 hours in the day until it's dark again. We've had it before where we've come out in the morning after the smoker has been sitting there all night, pick up the smoker, puff it a couple times, and it starts puffing smoke because the fire is still going inside there and smoldering. Anyways, I hope that helped out a few people. Brian, Innisfil Creek Honey, have a great day.